Yo, Darren and Jason, we breaking the matrix. Circuits and codes, we shaping the basics. Switching the system, yeah, we the mutation. Tech disruptors, innovation, and station. Array stomping, algorithms popping. Bikes getting flipped, watch the data start dropping. We the ones they fear, Wi-Fi in the gear. Crypto in the veins, blockchain pioneer. Screens glow cold, but the minds run hot. Silicon dreams in the terabyte plot. Hacking the globe, yeah, we shatter the mode. Data overload, watch the future explode. This for the code, break the mold. Tech disruptors, we too bold. Darren and Jason, the future sold. Plug it like on, watch it unfold. Laser shot focus, the lens stay zooming. Zones in the air. AI's booming, deep dive tech, no room for illusions. Cloud in the sky, no room for confusion. Fiber optic flows, connections insane. Hacking the mainframe, rewiring the game. Blueprints we sketch, revolutions we fetch. Echoes in the net, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tech Disruptors podcast. My name is Darren. This lovely gentleman is...
My name is Jason.
And we're live again here with another amazing podcast for the Tech Disruptors every Sunday, 4 p.m. That's what we do. Now, Jason, how's your week been, buddy? I know it's been a lot. Been a lot going on, bud.
Yeah, it's been a lot going on, not only personally, but also in the tech community. It's like we go in these waves. I shouldn't say tech, just specifically phones. Like we have Techtober and all that stuff, and we're way past that. But I feel like I'm becoming a little more excited again about phones, and not necessarily folding phones. I haven't bought into that bandwagon yet. But slab phones, and, like Honor with the robot phone we talked about, and, Samsung and Google, all these companies releasing all these new phones. And I'm not sure where you want to lead to first, but I have to lead off with this.
Yes, go for it.
So Nothing releases a phone 3.
I know.
Like it's mixed reviews when it came out. It's their flagship.
Yeah.
And they have announced they're not making any more flagships this year. So if you have the 3,
which is fine. I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
You're in good company. They're going to update it for you and everything. Well, they had an event where they released a headphone A, which is basically a nothing, but $200 is still kind of high either way.
Yeah.
They also announced a phone A and phone A Pro. So here's what got me. So the 4A, I was like, oh, cool. It's $350, not going to be available in the US, only in the UK, India, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't know about the 4A Pro. I must have been under a rock.
Me too. So I actually, just before you start explaining it, I was actually caught off guard as well.
Yeah, I was watching the live stream. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that they were releasing a 4A Pro, and it looks actually pretty fucking nice.
Honestly, okay. Before we got too excited, I feel like Flossie Carter now. When he opens a new box, he's like, I'm geeking out. It's a mid-range device, 7 series, which is fine. They have very good optimized software, but the 4A Pro, look at the back of that thing. It actually does not
metal
look bad.
Back too.
It's
metal back, yeah.
Yeah, it's got what I think comes in 8 or 12 gig versions of RAM, and it comes in pink, like an off-white, silver, and a black. Now,
black looks just so nice.
Here's why I like this. So it's got the glyph matrix, hate it or love it. It looks actually bigger than the 3s. Honestly.
It does.
Yeah. So mid-range devices, we have the Pixel 10a. I think $499.
Yep.
You got this starting at $499, and I don't know what the 17e starts at. Does it start at $499?
$699, I want to say here in Canada.
So
maybe a $549 in the US or whatever.
Yeah, they're all similar. This is what I love about it. So you have choice.
Yes.
Now I know we're not huge Apple guys, but we have used Apple devices. You're looking at those 3 devices, 10A, the Pro here, the 4A Pro, and the iPhone 17e, and you had you weren't in the Apple ecosystem. You weren't really. You're just looking for a phone, and you wanted to pay under $500, which this kind of fits the bill. What are you going with?
That's a good question. I mean, Nothing, for those of you who don't know who Nothing is a sub-brand of what used to be the creator of OnePlus. So they've been making phones for a few years now. They haven't particularly gained a ton of traction. It's not as if
in the flagship, not in the flagships.
Even in the mid-range section, I would say the same. I don't feel like they're cracking massive numbers, but what they do bring is a lot of good for a lot of cheap. And I think that's really where Nothing has pushed and kind of won the game, right? They're coming out and saying, well, you know what? We don't have to necessarily compete with flagship phones, but we will give you some of the best value you can get. And nothing, I think the 4A and the 4A Pro, they might actually do okay here. I think if you were looking for...
the 4A is not coming to North America, I don't believe. Maybe Canada, but it's not coming to US. But the 4A Pro, here's what... I had the 3, and hate or love it, the looks. The cameras were, and I'm not lying here, 110% better than they've ever been on nothing phone. I was actually very impressed. And if they even carry half of that processing down to the A series, I'm telling you, CMF, and then the 3A Lite, those phones were killer for the price. I'm telling you, $499. The only thing I'm kind of hesitant about is the processor, but you got it. That's what I love about this segment. Yeah. Each of them make a little bit of caveat, a little bit of trade-offs. Like Google might have their Tensor, which is terrible, and a plastic build, or what, I don't know. But they have Google software. Whereas I don't know what the 17E is. I honestly don't care. But it's if you want the base to get into the Apple ecosystem, there you go. And there's this in the middle. I think I'd pick the 4A Pro. I like the look.
I never liked the transparent look. I never did. But having said that, I've never touched or even seen a nothing phone in my life.
Yeah, because unfortunately
they really don't really have them here in Canada. I mean, you can buy them, but they're not like they're not by people or not.
Do you like the pink?
Not my color. White or black?
You are a white or black guy. I know.
I'm a white or black kind of phone guy. It's been a while since I had a white phone, actually.
Honestly, that's not bad. They should have done like a green, like a forest green, light green, like the pink. But they're trying to appeal to a wide range of people. But I'm telling you, when I saw that, I jumped on the website thinking I could pre-order it the same day, but I think it's not till this Friday. Coming Friday.
This coming Friday,
Those living in India and probably the UK, the 4A was available for pre-order. And I think the headphones A too.
Yeah.
Which I'm hearing great things about the headphones A too.
Yeah. So, I mean, listen, if you wanted to kit yourself out with a brand new phone, a pair of headphones, right? Like you're going to
they have earbuds, they have a watch, which is the CMF watch isn't great, but it's still a watch. CMF and nothing are the same company, just by the way, if you didn't.
Well, that's exactly right. And I think like you could outfit yourself with a pretty good gear grab in under $800.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like you'd be having everything you needed. But again, nothing is a brand that people just don't know about, right? It's one of those brands that you kind of wish you knew more and they sold better. But specs wise, I mean, and battery.
Yeah, it looks like here it's 7 Gen 4, 8 gigs of RAM with 120 gigabytes of storage. That's the $499 version. Or 12 gig 256. Looks like just over 50,000. I don't know if that's the A or the. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It looks here like, so the pre-orders for the 4A Pro are March 13th.
Yeah.
And then they don't get released till the 27th. So I'm going to be honest, I think it's going to sell out pretty quick here. They usually do a pretty good job of.
I'd still go for it though. I'm trying to work my one cut reviews magic with the Nothing brand right now. Hello, Nothing, if you're watching. I'd
like to work with you.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, if we can, if you want to sponsor our podcast, that would be amazing.
I'll be honest, I've never had a bad experience with a Nothing phone.
And that's exactly the selling point, right?
Yeah, Nothing Phone 1 was like I was like, this thing's going to be crap. It's a low age. It's like OnePlus.
Like $249 for the first one?
Yeah, and they were like, it was such like a low, mid-range device that it definitely outperformed what it really could do. So.
Well, again, we will try and Nothing, if you're listening. We're trying to get on Netflix too. I'm going to keep mentioning Netflix on our podcast because we are desperately trying to get on Netflix's radar because they are doing podcasts now. Like, look at these faces. We will make Netflix, right?
We've definitely got a faces for podcasting.
We for sure. Absolutely do. Yeah. Now I want to flip up to an article I found literally like 5 minutes before we went on air. So. You remember when the iPhone, I believe it was the 12 or the 13 came out and Apple was toting LiDAR? Do you remember LiDAR, Jason?
Yeah, Tesla used to use LiDAR.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
But can you give us a basic explanation of what it does?
It It's like a radar system, and it can. So for Tesla, when they had it, it was able to, and I think Waymo uses it. It's a way to see things. Like if it's pouring down rain, it can still see objects without having
and depth mapping, essentially, right?
And like Tesla, depth mapping. And now that Tesla doesn't use it, they use vision, just cameras. So it's like the human eye. But yeah, I mean, they used to, you're right. Apple did have LiDAR. They still have LiDAR in their cars?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Do we even care?
Do we even care? Anyway, my point is LiDAR is this kind of like depth mapping system that allows you to kind of track objects in real time, live, with very little latency, etc. Now, when I was just about to come on air, just before I jumped into the podcast here, I just stumbled across this article last minute. So where do you think, what would be the weirdest application, Jason, you could think of to use LiDAR? And I'll give you a clue here so it's not too broad.
Okay.
An everyday household problem.
To use LiDAR with?
Yes, and it's not a RoboVac, just for the record.
Some kind of leak detection, maybe? I don't know. Like, are rodents in the walls or in your attic? I don't
Oh,
know.
you're getting warmer. Okay, so let's pull up this article. So China has decided that they're going to be using a mosquito defense system that uses LiDAR and lasers. I'm not even making that up. I'll say that again. LiDAR.
Hold on.
And
okay, so I get the LiDAR. It's probably to detect mosquitoes. Yes. And AI can just distinguish between what it's fine. Okay, and the lasers are used to
destroy them.
Okay, so China is very humid.
Yes,
100% humid, and they have a bad mosquito problem. I get it. It's just like Florida, just like some of these southern states that are really humid, they have a mosquito issue. But this is interesting and scary.
So, this little device that you see up on screen right now kind of looks like a webcam or like a dash cam, I guess, you attach to your fence. So the two lines that you see coming off are meant to be representative of the lasers. I feel like Dr. Evil laser every time I talk about this. But anyway, so basically the way that this system works is it uses one laser is a LiDAR module to ascertain how far the mosquitoes are away. And then the other laser is a mosquito killing laser, like literally like Dr. Evil in, Austin Powers.
So this is something consumers can buy, or is this something the government's doing?
No, so basically, they're trying to. This is going into mass production.
So we could technically import that over here.
We could. Now, you don't want to know what's crazy about this. So I bore you with all the details of what it does, but I've just given you the basic gist of it. There's a video.
Well, hold on. Before you do that, think of the application. So you like to barbecue outside, and it's summertime, and you're out back. You hook it up, and it works in your backyard. You go camping. You put it outside your tent.
Could you imagine?
But the thing is this going to hurt people.
No, so basically the LiDAR, I think, from what I remember right here, is saying that it uses using AI and I think light detection or something along those lines. It identifies that it's a mosquito, nothing else, not like a dog or a human or whatever.
30 bugs per second.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly think them not using it on humans is a miscalculation because you could easily fix a cataract problem at the same time.
True.
But we won't go into that now. I mean, if you're listening, the company that makes this, we got ideas. But
and I'm only 25, so the cataract issue isn't a problem for me yet. But
exactly right. But it might fix your vision, though.
It could.
I mean, that could also be an issue, right? But
I'm actually like a superhero. This is like just a costume,
Exactly.
Clark Kent style.
Yeah.
Right.
So here is the video. I'm gonna pull it up on YouTube so you can see this. And before I hit play here, I want to just preface by saying this
will be copyrighted. Yep.
We will be copyrighted for sure here. We're just borrowing. YouTube, just chill out.
We're actually helping you.
We are. But this might be my favorite video I saw this week because it's literally slow motion of mosquitoes getting destroyed by this laser.
Really?
Yeah. Like I can't even explain how impressive this is. So right on screen, I'm going to start. There is a mosquito, in the air flying away.
Sure.
But I'm going to just, it's got some pretty amazing music, which I'm just going to turn down a little here. But here we go.
Dang, that's so cool.
So you can actually see it shooting the bugs out of the sky by just a flashing beam. Look at the slow motion. Ready? Boom.
Yeah. Jesus.
Isn't that just impressive? Like, that's impressive in itself.
I mean, that's a good use of AI and lasers.
Yeah, right there.
It really is.
Now,
I would assume the lasers aren't as powerful. Like, they're powerful enough to kill an insect, but not to hurt a human, I would assume.
Well, I got a little explanation of how it works here, right? So basically it says that using light detection and LiDAR, the light is refracted by the LiDAR, returns to the gadget. It calculates the location and distance of the mosquito and the angle within 3 milliseconds. As soon as the mosquito is detected, a second laser beam is directed toward to kill it. It also scans the surrounds for detect larger objects such as people and pets, so the machine won't fire in their direction if there is a chance of hitting them. So it actually is pretty safe to use, generally speaking.
Well, and I would hope it has like an updating system like a phone does. That way because again, you're having a barbecue, there's a lot of people around. But if it's precise, it shouldn't be a problem.
Now, I honestly, when I saw this, I thought this was a pretty cool tech thing to talk about on a podcast, because we're very rarely do we see tech being used to solve a problem that legitimately is a problem.
Oh, and I don't know about Canada. I mean, I know here in Ohio we get humidity, we get mosquitoes. So and it's not all the time. In the wintertime, we're not having that issue, but southern states, southern countries, I mean, this would be amazing. Now, how long do you think it'll take for an American or any other company just to contact this person, put their name on it and say, hey, it's ours now?
100%. This is all being made in the same factory in China. This is going to have like Anchor or something printed on the side of it in no time. But, again, just a kind of cool application of tech, right? Like, we talk about a lot about smartphones and tablets and laptops on this show, but sometimes we stumble across something like that where you go, that's pretty cool.
I got something even better than that.
Oh, let's go.
Actually, it's kind of creepy. So PC Mag is a website publication that does mostly PC stuff, but they went to NWC, which again, unfortunately, the tech disruptors were not invited, but
shame.
Maybe next year we'll shoot for that.
Yeah.
In addition to Netflix, let's shoot for MWC.
If we're on Netflix, we're definitely going to MWC. You better believe that.
Of course, yeah.
So
they did this thing called the Wildest Wearables.
Yes, I saw this.
I don't even care about half this stuff. There was one I read, I'm like, why? Okay. So I'm going to scroll down kind of slowly. And it has like the Alibaba Quen glasses. So these are like...
Quen is the worst fucking name. Alibaba.
Yeah, so these are smart glasses. I think they're kind of like the Facebook Vision. I think there's screens in these. They're just green. I don't really care. The Ray Neo Air, it looks like so stupid. Like, why do you want a Batman face?
I'm going to be honest with you. I saw those and thought I wanted them straight the fuck away. Those are amazing.
Oh my God. I would not walk around town with those on ever. But yeah.
Honestly.
Maybe. So these are AR glasses. I think they're interchangeable, because if you see the top of this has a different kind of mask here. I don't know. So maybe there is a place people want to buy. If you're on a plane watching a movie with these things on,
you imagine? Honestly, I would wear them just to fuck with people.
Did you ever watch the guy on was it Vine who acted like Batman? He has family and his wife.
Yes.
That's what I could see him wearing this and think,
absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
I don't know. Smart contact lenses. I thought this was kind of cool. This is not even not even a prototype yet. They're still working on it. The TCL Crystal Clip. Don't care. It's like an earbud kind of weird thing. I don't know.
Fancy.
Obviously, the Xiaomi Watch 5. What makes this separate is that it's got a almost 1,000 milliamp hour silicon carbon battery, so it's got like 6 days battery life. Yes, I did order one. This is what it is. The Scopel. Listen to this. Do you ever wonder whether people you meet actually like you?
Oh no.
The AI-powered Scopel aims to tell you the honest truth. It attaches to your clothing using magnets and features a camera that uses proprietary AI to analyze the emotions of people around you. I'm not kidding you. When I tried to MWC, it accurately detected my facial expressions, reporting that I was happy when I smiled, sad when I frowned, and mad when I scowled. The device also promises to analyze your environment and food and drink consumption to help you stick to healthy habits. But like, let's just say, like, the Scooper tells me the camera doesn't have any videos or photos. It acts like an eyeball, he said. It only sees, collects data, and that's it.
Yeah.
Do you really want people, like, do you go to a meeting with people you work with all these time for 20 years. You put this thing on, you go home, you're like, oh my God, Jack, Bag, and Beth, and they all hate me. Like, do you really care? Do you really want to know?
Let me pull up their website, Jason. If you just want to stop sharing it, I'll pull up this one here. So this is their website here. This is what it looks like for everybody who's watching at home. I'm going to be honest with you, like design-wise, I actually dig it. It kind of reminds me of like a less shit AI pin.
It's really big.
Yeah, I mean here are the colors. It's like, you know.
Yeah, but don't you want to be kind of in? Because why they're different? There's different. Oh, there's different camera modules too. It looks like. Is that 2 camera modules?
It may be, yes.
So either way, this is like it uses AI to, track your healthy eating, but the big sell is that it can read people's emotions when you're interacting with them and telling you, not necessarily, I mean, for lack of a better term, it says, I mean, if someone comes up to you and you're like, we hate your guts, you're going to know, I guess, without saying it. I'm
going to be honest with you. I actually dig it. I actually think it's an interesting product.
You're buying it, aren't you?
Hear me out, right? You actually can't yet because the Kickstarter's not live yet. But
it's Kickstarter. Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's an interesting use of AI, right? Because you're always kind of wondering deep down what people are thinking when you talk to them. And like, if you're not really good with social cues, or maybe you're kind of like, I don't know if this guy likes me. Like, there's always that kind of conversation you have with yourself. Maybe this could help you figure that out. The Scopal. It's an interesting concept.
I mean,
it's weird. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely weird.
But listen, so that's Scopal. But listen, I'm going to share this real quick. I know we were bouncing back and forth here, but
that's okay. Yeah.
But then we have Motorola Project Maxwell. Like, and there's no, I guess there is a camera on that one. So this one is like, it's interesting because in this article, it talks about previous attempts like the human AI pin, the Rabbit R1, the Plod AI pin, and the Looky L1. I don't know what the hell that is. And we don't know about the Friend.
Yes.
I still need to get a Friend. So I'm thinking about
there's that. Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't understand. Why do we want something that, I mean, maybe it's just our generation. Maybe the younger generation will get it better. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's got a camera. It's always listening. Yeah. I mean, this one, I think this one looks better. I like how the cameras are placed kind of like at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's definitely an interesting concept. I think all these wearable pins we're seeing coming out now, they're all kind of like targeting a different market. And I don't know if that's the play.
Well, it says here, it says it serves as a learning sensor, inputting data about your life, preferences, and surroundings that can provide you other devices with context.
Yeah.
So it has a key to tap, voice. It looks like they have a Motorola Smart Assistant, Kira?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, AI is blowing up quicker than we can only imagine. And every company is scrambling to shove it into a separate device, which I don't understand because your phones are always with you. But what about Apple? Well, they're teaming up with Gemini.
Oh, I know. Yeah, Apple's coming. So here's my thing. I don't think Apple's going to do a wearable pin. I think they're going to lean more into their Apple Watch.
Glasses. Or the glasses too.
At some point. Yeah. But can we talk about, I want to talk about a company that I know we talked about these guys last week, but there is a lot of really good shit coming out of Honor. And I know we talked about last week how I mentioned that I think that they won MWC. And then I just found another story this week where I'm like, this can't be real. Like, this company can't be making this product. We've already seen the robot phone. We've seen that, the Honor series.
They have a robot too, don't they?
And a robot, yeah. But what if I told you that they're going to solve one of the most annoying things about owning a smartphone? So,
battery life?
No, and it's not battery. So one of the most annoying things is how to protect your phone, right? Sure. So we're constantly putting on cases and screen protectors and all like that. Honor's coming out and saying that their Honor Magic V6, the outer screen, is not going to require a screen protector because of this new technology they've created.
Now, hold on. Before you share.
Oh, I'm pretty sorry.
No, you're fine. No, I don't know. I mean, I saw this article. I didn't read it. Do you remember back in the day, LG had I think it was the Flex or the curving phone that had a self-healing back, not the screen. Yeah. Is it something similar to that?
Well, let me break it down for you. So here is the article in question. So this is what am I doing? Hang on a second. Let me try that one more. Oh, hang on. Everything just decided to shut down on me just for fun. Hang on, let me try that one more time. So here is the article in question. There we go. So this, they're calling it their 4-in-1 new 4-in-1 display tempered glass. So basically, they're saying here that this new glass that they're using, this new display glass using on the outside, eliminates the need for screen protectors by acting as an external shield for the main display panel. So basically, it's kind of like a coating, I guess, they put on the display glass,
so
which eliminates. Yeah, so it eliminates glare and the need for a tempered glass display. It's a silicon nitride. Normally they. Let me try that again. The company has used a special silicon nitride thin film on foldable screen without any carbon atoms. So this has been made possible on an atomic level, magnetron spider technology. Blah blah blah.
So they have some heavy duty engineers working some magic over there.
So they're saying with the help of high voltage plasma, the atomic level crafting tech ejects atoms from a target material and deposits them on the glass on the ultra thin precise film of the screen. So they're basically saying that kind of like if you've ever used those liquid screen protectors. So basically,
those, but yeah, I know.
A liquid screen protector essentially works by filling in porous areas of the glass.
Sure. Yeah.
And essentially strengthening it. That's exactly what Honor is saying they do here. So basically they add 5,600 layers of this silicon nitride, making the overall film thickness basically 200 nanometers.
I'm going to challenge you.
Yep.
I want you with your own money. I want you to buy this phone. And I want you to try to scratch the shit out of the screen. You know how Zach everything does, like the deeper grooves at a level 7. He's going to do it, but no, you need to do it live on the Tech Disruptors. But your own device.
They're saying that they can increase scratch resistance by 15 times and drop resistance by 10 times by using this new process. That's fucking impressive. I'm going to be honest with you, like that. I listen. The biggest source of frustration.
If it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the biggest source of frustration for a lot of people is putting on a screen protector on a phone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And now, granted, it has gotten a lot easier in the last few years with auto-align tools and all that shit. But if they're saying, hey, this is a one-and-done solution, you will never have to replace this thing. Like, I'm all for that. Yeah, out of the box.
Yeah, and I think that the problem would be, I don't. It's not a problem for Honor, maybe.
Yeah.
But for like Samsung and Apple, they got to make money off selling those accessories.
Well, I mean, Honor never really sells accessories.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a problem for them, but
So, I mean, again, I know like most of these Chinese phones come with a plasticky screen protector on the front, and it works okay. It lasts for a few months.
Well, half of them come with a case too for free.
Yeah. And I'll be shocked actually on my Xiaomi 17 Ultra. It actually came with a clear case. I was shocked.
It did? And you had the black version, right?
Yeah.
So hold on, back up. You bought a Xiaomi 17 Ultra, the global version, correct?
Right here,
okay.
Yeah.
And you literally bought, you bought a case, but you bought the black version and are bragging about a clear case.
Well, no, I'm saying it because it shocked me because
I know
you never usually get one.
Because usually they get a matching one. Like if it's black, you get a black case. If it's blue, they give you a blue case. Yeah.
It's a clear, case. Like
that clear case would be perfect for the green version of that phone.
Yes.
And maybe the white version, I guess, too.
To be honest with you, I would never use a clear case. I don't roll that.
That's what I do. Well, because, you don't buy colorful phones. Like that picture there of the Honor is
the red. Yeah.
Like you want to show, the whole reason why you bought that color is because you like the color. Why cover it up with a dark black case? You can't.
100%. Yeah, no, 100%. But again, for me, like the case is more of a grip thing. And like a somewhat protection against my stupidity and my clumsiness. But, I think for anybody that has always been like, man, like I really wish I could rock my phone naked.
No, never. Nope.
No?
Never rock my phone naked.
But actually, sorry, Jason Jimmy, asked a question here. What do I think about HyperOS? So I will say with the Xiaomi 17 Ultra, the OS has gotten a lot better from last year. That's my only reference point. I don't know what it was like before.
It was bad. It was really bad.
Bad last year. Yeah. No, I haven't had any issues apart from my own stupidity with Gmail not giving me notifications, but that was a Gmail problem, not a HyperOS problem. It's very fast, and the battery has been very, very good for a smaller milliamp battery out. I'm getting the same kind of battery I got from the Honor Magic 8 Pro, which was basically a little bit bigger. I think it was 6,200. This is 6,000.
Yeah.
So far, it's been very good to me. I've only had it a day, so I can't really say it's the best thing I've ever had. But
let's talk about that. So we were talking before the show started that all these phones are coming out. We have Nothing, Xiaomi, Oppo, Vivo on the cusp of the Ultra phones, and then Samsung and Apple. And there's a lot of hate right now. And I know Darren has some things to say. The Samsung, a couple of things. Samsung S26 Ultra is iterative. It's not that big of an update. The new privacy thing makes the screen look like shit. And then they lied about being 8-bit or 10-bit, whatever. But here's what you got to remember, and I'll let Darren rant about Samsung.
Oh, I'm getting there.
When you get an Apple device, let's say it's got the privacy screen and it sucks. Well, you're an Apple. That's all you got. You're stuck. But with Android, you can get a very similar experience and pick and choose what you want. So if the new S26 Ultra isn't your cup of tea or cup of coffee, whatever you drink, go with the Xiaomi. And I'll be honest, I can't speak for Darren, but we kind of agree that, God, the last few years, we've tried the Googles and the Samsungs, but the Vivos and the Oppos and the Xiaomi's just been tearing it up. And that's the thing. With Android, you have choice. You're not stuck with one company's bullshit if you don't like it. And again, Samsung, nothing against you. I think the S26 Ultra is a great device for the mainstream person, and that's what they're making their phones for. And the most people that buy that aren't going to complain about an 8-bit or 10-bit. Should they have lied about it? Hell no. But in all reality, who gives a shit? Except for tech reviewers.
Well, I mean, let's talk about the Samsung while we're here.
Sure, yeah.
So Samsung released the S26 line this week, but a little bit, I guess, how do I put this? Unexpectedly, it hasn't necessarily been met with the usual Samsung love from tech creators. There's been a lot of, it's good, but... And usually that's not the case with Samsung because we know that's like the direct competitor to Apple's iPhone. And the S26 Ultra being their flagship, there hasn't been a lot of
that's a loaded statement. So let me ask you this. Now, Samsung is the biggest Android in the U.S., North America, probably that sells phones.
Yeah.
If you had a choice between who the next biggest competitor to Apple on the Android side would be, would you put Samsung, Google, or somebody else?
Google.
I think Google's more of a direct competitor than Samsung is.
Absolutely, yeah. And I tell you why, because Google is, and we've always said this, it's kind of like the iPhone of Android.
Yeah.
Like ease of use, absolutely incredible. If they can get their shit together with hardware and software and blend those two worlds together, they would pull.
I actually think Pixel devices are easier to use than Apple devices.
Oh, because absolutely.
iOS is so convoluted. But anyways, going back to Samsung, I just wanted to, you had that comment. I was just curious about it.
Yeah, so Samsung released their S26 Ultra phone this week, but there's just been article after article about stuff that they said in the launch that just wasn't true.
Sure.
So I'll just go through the list. I'm going to pull up.
I will tell you this: Mr. Who's the Boss and MKBHD did like identical videos where they superimpose themselves. I'm like, I don't know who copied who, but that's the kind of shit we're dealing with. It's like most reviewers have said it's okay.
So I'm going to go through the gauntlet of the 4 things that I found that a lot of people are talking about in regards to them kind of just outrightly bending the truth, which I don't know how you feel about this. I actually think as a consumer I think this is why we do this podcast, because people should know about this.
Yeah, but Darren, with going with the 8-bit, 10-bit thing, how many average consumers actually even watch that live stream or even know what 8-bit, 10-bit screens are?
And look, exactly. Look.
Right. But you're still right. They shouldn't lie.
Yeah. If you don't care, none of what we're about to say here is going to matter.
And you're probably not watching our show.
Well, yeah.
Maybe.
But I will say this. I'll just go through one by one. So first lie that they told consumers at the launch was that it came with UFS 4.1 storage. Wrong. Actually comes with 4.0 storage. So it doesn't
hold on. Which one? The Ultra does?
The Ultra.
Wow.
Correct. That's one. Now, no one will care, but 4.1 is a little bit faster, better management, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's hardware.
Seems like a weird omission, especially on the Ultra phone. Anyways.
Bingo. 2, we already talked about this. So they talked about their 8-bit display, 10-bit display. Now, for those of you who don't care about displays, the basic gist of it is a 10-bit display is better than an 8-bit display. They told everybody at the launch video that it was a 10-bit display.
Yeah, and in all reality, they're upscaling the 8-bit.
Yeah, they walked it back.
Yeah, and just to let you guys know, and I did mess with one at a store. The privacy screen thing works by like they have like a focusing lens on half the pixels. So when you turn it on, half the pixels do this, so you can't see it from the side. It's like more privacy. It's a great product. I think it's a cool feature that how it works, but it does deteriorate even when not turned on a little bit, but like off axis. But again, it's one of those things where that wasn't really a lie, I guess, but something to be aware of.
And here is that you actually just brought up my third one here. So basically, so privacy display, cool feature. I saw it at my local Costco. It works just as well as advertised.
Sure.
So what I will say is what I found when I was playing with it at Costco is when you activate the privacy display, you know what it reminds me of? You know on smartphones when you can darken the wallpaper to match the dark mode of the phone?
Sure.
It reminds me a lot of that. Like it makes everything go a little bit darker and dim.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too. Yeah.
And then basically what they're saying here is that with the display is that it actually lowers the resolution quite considerably when you're paying for a, what is it? 440p or 1440p. I forget what type of screen it is. But when you're paying for a high quality screen and then you activate the privacy display and it makes everything turn to shit. Well, maybe not to shit, but
and that's why people say use the privacy screen on just like notifications in certain apps.
Yeah. But most people don't maybe want the whole screen. If you're advertising for the whole screen, then fuck, it should be okay.
But again, knowing the privacy screen feature, which I think is one of the few innovations that I know you may not believe this, but I agree, I should say. But this is something that no other company's done yet.
Exactly. So it's proof of concept.
And it's the first iteration. It'll get better.
It's still fucking cool. I'll just throw that out there. If you haven't had a chance to have a look at it.
The coolest part about it was like your banking app.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Or just like your notifications, like the preciseness of that. It's just, you can go get one of those damn screens and stick it on the front, but it's nothing like this.
No, it's actually a really cool feature. If you get a chance to see it like in the flesh, go to your local Best Buy or Costco, wherever you find it.
My biggest issue with the S26 is the S26 and S26 Plus. Like they're terrible this year. Like,
and even MKBHE said that. He's like,
oh, did he?
He's like in his video about the Ultra.
I watched the beginning of the video. I'm like, oh my God, it's Mr. Who's the Boss. So I stopped watching.
Yeah, no, he basically said that they're no longer a good deal and they've done nothing to change it.
And that's what I kind of meant. I didn't mean they're terrible devices, but there's so many better options at the same price point.
Now, can I go to the last lie? And I actually think this is the biggest dick punch of all from Samsung. Last year's S25 Ultra was, when it came to their battery, it had it was rated for 2,000 cycles before it would start to decline. Are you aware that the S26 Ultra only goes to 1,200 cycles before it starts to decline?
Yeah. Now, I'm not the person involved with this.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume this is a safety thing on their end, because if you watch battery tests, this phone with the 5,000 milliamp-hour battery is outlasting the 17 Pro Max because of software optimizations and because of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5. And don't get this wrong, 2,000 cycles is a lot more than 1,200, and 1,200 is still a hell of a lot of cycles. I just don't know if that's just them being more cautious because they've had so many fucking battery issues, and they want to say, if someone says, I'm at 1,999 and my battery's at 95%, I don't know.
Look,
it has to be the same battery.
It is.
Right?
Listen, Samsung, fucking go to silicon carbon batteries. What the fuck?
They're not going to. It's unproven.
I know it's unproven, but all these other Chinese phone manufacturers and all these other companies are using it, starting to gravitate towards this new battery tech, which gives you much better.
You want to know why they don't? I don't know if it's Mr. Who's the Boss or if it was MKBHD. Somebody explained how it works. So they have silicon in them, obviously.
Yeah.
But when they're doing their thing inside of a battery, they actually swell. So the way most of these companies are doing it is they're making it, I don't know, the silicon's like round, so when it does swell, it's even. So I think Samsung and maybe even Apple, although Apple really hasn't had any battery gate issues that much, but Samsung's had so many battery issues with swelling and exploding.
This honestly trigger shy because of one fucking phone.
You know what though? As a consumer though, wouldn't you? No one's complaining about battery life on the S26 Ultra.
No.
But I think it's interesting that no one in the U.S. has used it yet. I mean, not U.S. No phone that's sold in the U.S. except for the OnePlus.
So let me ask you something, right? Like, why wouldn't they just bump up the battery to 6,000 milliamps? Why not?
I don't know if they can fit it. See, that's the problem.
But it's thinner. This year is thinner.
Yeah,
it's thinner than last year.
The Note that exploded, I don't know, it's a 7 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like, I think the problem was they put a huge battery with like no extra room inside. I think that's what it was.
Now, hang on a second, because if they first of all, they've got better cooling this year, which would have helped with battery.
Which takes up space.
But
no magnets.
Honestly, why make it thinner when you could have made it the same but had a bigger battery? And I honestly think if they put a 6,000 milliamp battery, it doesn't even have to be silicon carbon, but a lithium ion 6,000 milliamp battery in here with the cameras and the other reasonably moderate upgrades, I think that would have been enough to make this a winner.
Here's let me think about this though. They make it thinner, 5,000 milliamp battery, but they give you a 1-inch sensor.
But they're never going to do that.
No, and that's the thing. And here's what everyone needs to realize. And Darren, I'm not trying to step on your toes. Samsung is not making phones for the tech savvy person. No, I mean, I shouldn't say they are, but they're making them for the mainstream. So every decision they make, they know most people that are buying these phones don't give a crap. And I can tell you right now, the people I know in my everyday life, if I talk to them about 8-bit, 10-bit, they don't give a shit. Yeah. Oh, UFSF 4.0? I don't care. But you're right. On the surface, they need to stop lying.
Oh, 100%. And listen, this is the first, like I said here, this is the first time we've got a Samsung phone release where it isn't met with, oh my God, it's the Android phone to beat. It's the first time I'm seeing tech reviewers actually say, you know what? It's just okay. They need to do better. That's been the general reaction of the S26 Ultra series. Now, don't get me wrong. Samsung, prove me wrong. Send us a review unit. We will use it for a month and try and see if it is as good as everybody says.
And I will say that to their credit, they make great software. But that's also the bad thing because 8.5 is going to come to other devices. And the biggest complaint, too, is like all the AI slop. I don't really care. Like, throw more shit in there and let people use what they want to use. So I'd rather have more choice than not enough. Like, at least on Samsung, I have AI as opposed to an iPhone where it's junk and crap.
Yeah.
But let's switch gears. Let's have some fun.
Switch it up. Let's have some fun. Go for it.
Okay, so this is a Lenovo item. And Darren, I know you've worked with Lenovo in the past. So if you can get your hands on one of these, I think this is a concept. This is so stupid. Okay. Going back to AI. This is a Lenovo AI desk robot that has eyes, moves, and watches you work.
Ooh, I like it.
Look at this. No, it's not. It looks like one of those advanced webcams that moves and follows you.
Yeah.
What do you think? Would you put this on your desk and interact with this?
I'm going to be honest with you. It's cute as fuck. I have no need for an AI robot, but I mean, I'd give it a go. I'm willing to, put a desk companion on there.
I was trying to read, it moves and stuff, but what does it do? Like,
I actually don't know. I actually was trying to look. I saw this one myself, and I'm like, I don't really have any idea.
It says on the practical side, it handles the kind of work that accumulates quietly throughout a day. Place a document in front of it, and it can scan and summarize the contents. Talk through a rough set of notes, and it can help organize them. Working on a presentation means the workmate can assist in structuring the content, pulling what it needs. That's dumb. Your phone can do all that stuff.
Listen,
remember the Razer one with the little I pre-ordered for $20. Still haven't heard a peep about that. That was from CES, I believe. So I don't know. I think this is. I mean, look, we just talked about Samsung and kind of. We usually don't dog Samsung. We really don't.
No, we don't.
And why don't you bring up your little your idea behind fold slab.
Yeah, actually, I will. Thank you. So we were talking about Samsung, and I bring this up every year because I think I really am onto their marketing strategy, if you will. So for the last couple of years, Samsung's been on a kind of an interesting cycle. The cycle being they upgrade their Ultra phone, but they don't really upgrade the folding phones. And then last year, they flipped it. They upgraded the folding phone, but they didn't really do a lot to the S25 Ultra. It was like iterative again.
Well, there was a unicorn with the trifold being thrown in there.
And then the trifold came out, but I think they've broken tradition this year.
Uh-oh.
I believe in my heart of hearts that because Apple has a foldable coming out, they have to compete with Apple when this foldable comes out. So they've flipped that regular routine. They didn't do any major upgrades on the S26 Ultra because they're preparing for a Fold 8 blitz. So they reallocated their resources.
Yes. I said, look, let's put the minimum. The screen tech on the S26 had to be working on for a while.
Yeah, for a while.
So they probably already had that, but hey, we're going to stop their iteration or the innovation there, and we're going to start working on a wide version of the.
That's exactly right. And so basically, my belief is that I think we're going to get an incredible Fold 8 to compete with what I would consider to be iPhone's, swan song coming out and saying, hey, this is going to be the best phone we've ever made. And look, you can already hear the marketing for the iPhone Fold. Oh, we mastered it. We did it better than Samsung.
I'll be honest with you. Apple's going to have to come in swinging hard because the software on now Apple's had many years to finesse and make better software, but the original Pixel Fold had one of the, and what was it the Pura, Huawei Pura?
Yes.
Some of these folding devices. Oh no, it was either way. Oppo I think had one too. The widescreen folding device is perfect because most people aren't doing multiple windows work on their folding phone. They're consuming content and playing games. And most games aren't in a 4:3 aspect ratio. They're in 16:9. So I think Samsung should have done this a long time ago. But God, how many folding are they going to start eliminating some of the S series and having the FE?
Honestly,
the base S26 should be gone. They should have an S26 FE, plus, not even a plus, maybe an FE 26 and then an Ultra. Then have the flip, fold, trifold, and then whatever they call the wide. I don't even know what they're going to call it.
So I honestly believe that they didn't upgrade the S26 Ultra for that exact reason. I believe that they're coming in hot with the Fold 8 because if Apple releases a folding iPhone, it's fucking game over for foldables. It is. They if they master it,
you know what's funny? Apple fans were like, wait, there are other folding phones out before this?
That's exactly right. It'll be like, oh, Apple's done it. It's the best one. But look, I think they've been around a long time now that we can basically
most
say,
people.
Hey, they're basically, look, Samsung's been doing it for a while. I think that's why we didn't get such of an upgrade on the S26 line.
And I'll be honest with you. It's not even about, software that much. No. The biggest difference in a folding device, whether it's Apple or Google, or or Android, is it comes down to, quick shares are the same on both now, AirDrop, whatever. You're going to see Android phones supporting Apple Watch here soon. I think it's going to be muscle memory. And do you want to change? And, Sam's not on the show. He's on his Nomad Tech project earlier. But he's talked about his daughter who went from an iPhone to a Flip or Flip. It's a Flip 7 or whatever because she just liked that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Google has. Google and Android have a huge lead, but Apple's a juggernaut.
Yeah, And look, time will tell, right? I know we just had a comment in the chat here saying for the Apple Foldable, suggest having a regular software on the outer display and maybe iPad OS for the inner display. Ooh, imagine. Cool idea. Good job there.
Well, an Android kind of does that, though. I think they kind of, it depends on how wide the screen is. Here's what I want to ask, and people in the chat, if you want to respond. How long, it's kind of a stupid question, how long before there comes an Apple sock for the foldable?
Oh, absolutely. That's definitely coming because no one's going to want to carry that heavy thing.
No, you're going to want to have a sock around.
Crazy. Yeah. Now, while you guys are pondering that, I want to show you something which I would argue is beautiful.
You would argue is beautiful, so it may not be beautiful to other people.
The most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Ooh, that's a little.
Now, very rarely on this show do we talk about non-smartwatch watches.
Uh-oh.
But what if I told you there was a company that has made a watch that is usually known for optics and some of your best smartphone cameras? So I want to introduce you to the ZM1 and ZM2 by Leica.
When you said Z, I was thinking Sony.
Yeah, so here is the Leica ZM1 and ZM2. And I'm going to be honest with you, I like what I see. This is a nice.
Can I be honest with you?
Here. Yeah.
The watch itself is beautiful. I'm not a leather strap guy.
No, but I mean, you can always change the strap.
Of course, that is beautiful. But honestly, it's hard for me, and this people are going to hate me for this. It's hard for me to go back to a standard watch. I still have standard watches. I never wear them.
Yeah. I mean, look, for me, like, I'm not a smartwatch guy. I have a Whoop like on my wrist most of the time, but I don't, even that I barely.
Darren, I had a Timex smartwatch.
Yeah.
From the probably late 90s. I mean, I heard. And when we had CRT monitors, if you know those big glass monitors, you would go to this Timex software and enter your contacts, and you would have to put your watch in front of the screen. It'd blink lines across the screen, and that's how it entered information into your watch. Like it was, I forget, it was a Timex something, and that was like mind-blowing then.
Yeah.
But this is beautiful, I have to admit.
Now, there's a couple of things I love about it. So not only are you getting this kind of like beautiful design, but you've even got that red dot that the Leica is known for right in the middle there. If you can see that, I guess that's like an indicator of like an alarm.
Well, if you had bought the Xiaomi 17 Ultra Lights phone, the Leica edition, you would have the red dot too. But
I don't need the Lights edition. But look at the aesthetic here. You've got the red dot on the dial. Like, it's a nice looking watch. That band there, the leather band with the red stitching, holy shit. That is something that is worth paying attention to. Now, I was trying to find out price, and I for the life of me,
it's going to be outrageous.
Yeah, I've been trying to convert, but I having trouble. Let me try if I can do it right now. Hang on 1 second. So I don't know what that is in, like, hang on. Let's see if I can do it in US dollars. Fucking British pounds. Hang on. All you British people at home, change your fucking currency to something.
Well, they also have VAT, don't they? Like their version of tax.
So, Jason, price?
So, Leica.
We're talking, like, there's only 2 models. It's the first watch they've ever made. And it has high-end everything. Like, I'm not even going to go.
I'm going to say $15,000. I don't know. Maybe
$11,000.
Ooh, I was close.
$11,500 for the Leica ZM1 and ZM2. So I am definitely not
Leica,
that with
please send us a Tech Express each one of these. We will rock these on the show.
Like, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, there's a lot going on with this, right? Like, there's looking at the specs here, it's just like something you read about in a fucking magazine. So we've got caliber with a hand winding manufactured by Leica. So even the hardware is manufactured by Leica.
Wow. Well, they've got the chops, for sure.
They've got a patented push crown, a rhodium plated and diamond cut indices, watch hands, and small second decor.
Sounds like a lot of mumbo jumbo just to sell something for a lot of money.
I mean, genuine leather strap. What do you call it? Sapphire screen.
Not like the fake sapphire that Apple says.
No, like the real stuff. Yeah. So I mean,
okay. Now hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you a watch that you know that you're going to buy instead of this.
100%. If I can't afford 11,000, I can definitely afford this one.
Oh, this is the watch I was telling you about from the 90s.
Oh, look at that.
You see this little screen right here? This is what reads the screen, the blinks of it.
Yeah, that's so funny.
So you're going to buy a couple? On eBay?
We should.
$450.
Wow.
They weren't even that much new. Come on now, people.
Now, before we leave, Jason.
Yes.
I know we're running out of time. We got to talk about the MacBook Neo. Because we were requested, believe it or not, to talk about the MacBook Neo. Now,
oh my God.
Is this the end of the Chromebook and budget Windows laptop?
Absolutely not.
Jason, you're not going to hear what I have to say. I don't think this is a good buy proposition. I don't.
What? The Apple?
The MacBook, the Neo. I honestly don't believe it's worth buying, but especially when it's rocking like a smartphone chip from
A18 Pro. Yep, from the 16. Yep. It's even a bin version. Like it's even a lower version than that. 8 gigs of RAM or 16, you can't upgrade it.
Yeah, 256 gigabytes of memory. Like it's a look. So look, the way that I would describe this for everyone else that's listening is this is like your iPhone Pro model from last year in a laptop form.
It's a netbook. They're bringing back the netbook.
Yeah.
The Chromebooks are different. This is actually a computer. And I don't know what's the base price.
$699.
Okay, Chromebooks are like $200. Schools cannot afford $700, $800, $500. They just can't. And Chromebooks work.
I think what they mean by this article from Forbes, I think it's going to be the default one that young people buy when they are looking to replace a Chromebook or a laptop. Now, can I tell you where I think this is going to destroy Apple's lineup? I don't think it's going to have any impact on MacBook sales, like the Pro and the Airs. I still think they're going to sell like rapid fire.
iPads?
Yeah. I think
but it's not touchscreen, is it?
No, but hear me out, right? So if you think about the iPad has always been marketed as this kind of like laptop replacement. But now you actually have a fucking laptop replacement that is just the same price.
Yeah, but isn't it funny how Apple does this?
Yeah.
So you got a full laptop now, it's cheap, but it's got a shitty processor, or you can buy an iPad for twice as much. Yeah, but the iPad has like the Pro, whatever the newest chip is.
Look, how many times do you see someone with an iPad slap on a keyboard case and go, "Oh, I'm going to use this instead of my laptop." Now you can get it. Apple makes it.
And you know what? I've been saying this all day to you about Samsung and general public. The general public will use this as a media device. They're going to go on YouTube. They're not going to be editing videos and editing going into Photoshop and transcribe. It's honestly, look, Apple's trying to capture the entire market. And here's this is the fear I have. Yeah. I have nothing against Apple. If they wouldn't be where they're at if they didn't make quality products.
Yeah.
I'm not a MacBook guy because I don't understand Mac OS. I don't understand it. I prefer Windows OS.
Yeah.
Or Chrome OS. But the general consumer is going to eat this up.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Honestly, they won't sell MacBook Airs anymore. I do think it'll kill that line. I think this will be like...
Have you owned a MacBook Air before?
One time for about a couple of days.
I ordered one, and I even had a MacBook, or what's the little rectangle computer they had that when first went to ARM?
Yeah.
When they first went to the ARM, it was like $500. And I plugged it in. I'm like, okay, now what? Like, it's not made for gaming. I don't know. I'm just not a Mac OS guy. But people who are locked in that ecosystem are going to
eat this up. Because you know what's going to happen? As their shitty MacBook Air from 2018 starts to age, they're going to go, you know what? I don't want to spend $1,000 on a new MacBook Air. I'm going to go and buy something that looks pretty. It's colorful. It's smaller.
Oh, but guess what? Not just that. It also still supports Apple Intelligence.
That's exactly right. And that's going to be the reason.
That's the selling point. Yeah, but you're right. I mean, you have a son who's 17, 18 years old. He's got an Apple iPhone, like 15, 16. He has the MacBook and he has the iPad and the watch and they all
talk to each other. And honestly, I know, like, I had a conversation with a few people this week about this, and I do think it's going to sell well because, look, laptops are expensive.
Well, hold off.
Yeah.
We thought the iPhone what was the 4C, the plastic one would sell.
5C.
We thought the mini would sell well. It didn't. So just because we think it's going to sell well, it's a knockdown version where I think the Air is like only a couple $100 more, and you get a hell of a lot more use out of it.
But does a teenager in high school who needs this to do word processing and watch YouTube videos actually need a MacBook Air?
No, because they have a Chromebook already.
Yeah, but I mean, most teenagers don't. Like, I'll be honest with you. Most teenagers, I don't think, really care all that much about Chromebook and Chrome OS. They would much rather have an Apple iPad that connects.
I don't know. I have 2 daughters that are teenagers, and they have Chromebooks for school, but they're all in Android ecosystem. And they've never complained about not having an Apple device. But you're right. If your family all uses Apple device, it's just second nature. But then aren't you the outside person looking in? Like if you buy one of these, but you're using a Chromebook at school. I don't know.
So I don't know. I mean, it depends on the kind of, I guess, I honestly think for teenagers and young adults, maybe those they're starting their first job, and,
Sure.
like those ones that maybe don't have the same kind of funds that like, a seasoned adult might have. I honestly believe that they are going to kill the MacBook Air, most of the Chromebook line. I think even iPads are at risk here because at the end of the day, this is specced like an iPad. But it does a hell of a lot more.
Well, like the basic iPad, yeah, for sure.
So the MacBook Neo,
I don't know.
It's colorful, it's cheap, it's reasonably powerful.
There's a lot of compromises, but I don't know if the compromises are going to be that like detrimental to the person who's buying this cheap, like your grandma. Like, as Tim Cook would say, buy it for your grandma.
Yeah. And look, there's lots of reviews out there, and they all basically say the same thing, that this is going to pretty much kill in sales because it's cheap and people want a MacBook.
Well, let's see if maybe the S26 Ultra will kill in sales, like do great.
Yeah, well, I bet you, I'm willing to bet Samsung's already published something saying, oh, we've had so many millions of pre-orders. Of course it's going to kill.
I would tell you that before we go. So I have the Shop Samsung app on my phone.
Yeah.
And I was looking at trade-in devices. I was going to try it out. I don't get free devices, so put it in my cart. I think with trade-in, I got like $600 off. Yeah, $600 for my Pixel Fold. Should have done it. But I every day, at least twice a day, I'm getting notifications. Hey, don't forget your $8 in credit. Hey, Jesus Christ, I don't want to buy the phone. Stop bothering me.
Yeah, I had $250 off of it. I had
for a trade-in of what?
No trade-in. That was with just coupons that I had like stacked up from like discounts on Workplace and stuff like that. But my point is it doesn't matter. Like the S26 Ultra, it might be okay. The MacBook Neo, it might be okay. I think this year, out of last year, if looking back at last year, I think I can confidently say now in hindsight that last year was pretty much a pretty iterative year for tech, across the board.
And like this year is totally different.
It's totally different. Like there's been a gear change, like in a lot of tech so far this year. Like you're starting to see people trying new things and form factors that we forgot about, and like stuff like that. We're starting to see.
Well, slab phones specifically, we have the Honor with the robot camera. We've got a privacy screen, which whether you like it or hate it, is definitely innovative.
Yeah, like it's all coming.
The Click Communicator, Unihertz Titan 2 Elite or whatever they call it. I mean. There's so much stuff out there, and Oppo, Vivo, Xiaomi, while they're still boring slab phones, they focus on cameras.
That's exactly right.
And they're accelerating camera tech by anything. But anyways, keep tech in your mind for sure.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of keeping things in your mind, next week we actually are taking a week off, but the week after is our special charity episode for UNICEF. It's on the 22nd of March. We will be talking our usual run of tech, but everyone that tunes in and watches will help donate funds to UNICEF on our show's behalf.
We'll have a link in the description too.
There'll be a link in the description and all that. Yeah, all that detail
too. Yeah.
But that brings us to the end of another show. My name's Darren. This guy.
My name is Jason.
And we are back every Sunday live 4 p.m. apart from next week. But you can catch us and previous episodes on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and Good Pods.
And hopefully Netflix soon.
Netflix very soon.
Come on, Netflix.
Come on, Netflix. We're here. We're waiting. We're waiting for the call. But please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It goes a long way in helping us do what we do. And we will bring you and continue to bring you all of the latest and greatest tech weekly until both of us are old and gray and can no longer appear on a Netflix series because we're just too old. But on that note, have a great weekend. We will catch you next week and have a great day. Peace.